If you're out there looking for a good accent light, this Liber Pixel might be exactly what you're looking for. Accent lights are just one of those things that have become absolutely essential on sets in the last couple of years. Now, I was recently contacted by a company and they asked if I would be interested in taking a look at this. This is the PIXEL Liber Pocket Video Light. Now, full disclosure, I am not being paid to take a look at this, and they can't review or approve anything that I do. This is a completely honest and objective review on my part. They did send me a unit to review, but that's pretty much it. Now, this is an interesting little light that I want to take a look at because it can do a lot of really cool things. Now, if you look at the box here, it comes pretty well to go. I mean, you can see it comes out of the case and it has this kind of rubber silicone mask. And the silicone is great because it pops right out. It adds a nice diffuser and you can see just how small and compact this thing is as it fits in my hand. The mask fits right on. It's really, really good. Now, in the box, they give you a classic USB-C charging cable. And if you look here, you get instructions, a little ball head. Now, a note about this ball head, it is not the greatest ball head you'll ever come across, but the good thing about it is if you are a vlogger out there and you get this light, what's really cool about it is you can work right away with this. You can slip it right on a light on a GoPro or anything like that, and you can start blogging with this right away. So it's really nice that they did that. It's a nice touch that they included that in there because I certainly wasn't expecting that on the light. And if you don't have any equipment or any peripheral stuff, it's good to know you can just jump up right away and start using it. Now, the other thing in the box, besides the gel pack that I love, is this. It comes with 4 metal plates that you can use to attach the camera. And I'm gonna peel off the tape here. These things are awesome. I mean, I cannot believe how much I've been using these since I've got it. Now, the thing about it, it's pretty simple. It's just a metal plate and it's got tape on the back so you can tape it up. Now, I actually find you can use gaff tape to secure these things up. I'm gonna talk about that in a minute. But this is so awesome because what it means is that you can literally now take this light, because one of the key factors of this light is it is magnetic. The back here is a magnet. So you can see I can put these things on there and I have a magnet. This is good if I have a metal beam, if I have metal doors, I can do it. But more importantly, I can take these little metal tabs and put them pretty much anywhere and secure the light. And I use this a lot. If you want to put it up in cards, if you want to put it on a wall, it doesn't really matter. You can put these anywhere. The other thing I really love about these magnets is if you look here, I can take it and I can secure them right to my light. And I can do it tape side up or metal side up. It doesn't really matter. But I love, because look at that. Literally, these things just store along with the lights. I don't have to worry about losing these. I just hook them on the light there, and I know whenever I pull the slide up, those are gonna be there, and I can quickly go and do it. So super awesome. Really, really love having that aspect of the light. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the light real quick, because it does have a couple of cool components that you're probably gonna wanna know. The first thing, I'm gonna take off the silicone case just so I can show you, is the light is a really good, robust size. I mean, it feels sturdy and solid in your hand, which for me is a very, very important thing. I also love the fact that it's got quarter inch mounting points on the side and the top, so you can mount this both horizontal and vertical, depending on however you want to get it up there, so that's helpful. Now, first thing you need to know about this is a full RGB light, which is really, really helpful. That means that not only can you dial in a Kelvin temperature, but you can do a whole RGB spectrum. That means that this thing has adjustable hue from 0 to 360 degrees, saturation control, which is awesome, from 0 to 100%, brightness 0 to 100%, and it is a color temperature light from 2500 Kelvin to 8500 Kelvin. So really, really versatile, has a lot of cool things in it that you'd want to have in a RGB light today. Oh, and it also comes with the standard effects that you would expect in an RGB light. And to top it all off, one thing that I consider really, really important for practical on-set commercial light, this works with the Liber Link app. So both for iOS and Android, it can work for. It's a good little app. We'll talk about that in a minute. But so it's a really useful and versatile light. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the light. If you look here, it's a pretty simple, sleek layout. Now on the right side, you have a USB-C port where you can charge it. You can charge and use the light at the same time, which is very, very important for me. There's an on-off switch and there's a dial here that can both go up and down, and you can push it in, which is how you get to move your selection. Now, when you cut it on, what you'll see is there is an LED back here. So everything looks pretty good. It's really easy to figure out. Now, when you cut on the light for the first time, it will be at a 0% power. So all you got to do, dial up, and then you will see the light come on. And really, it's a pretty simple thing. If you click once, it'll let you select through. So I can select down to the color temperature. As you can see, I can go all the way up to 8500, and then it'll let me dial all the way back down to 2500. So really nice little range of lights. I'm gonna put this at 3200. Now, if you take this click right here and do a long hold on it, so if I hold it down for a long time, I'll start switching through. So you see the first one I got is an HSI setting, which is really, really nice. And what I love about this, I can not only do my brightness, but I can do my saturation. So say I have a really intense color like that, I wanna make it just a little bit less. All I gotta do is I can just dial it down and kind of chill it out and do that. However, if I wanna make it really saturated, I can pop it on up. Really, really useful, really, really nice to have that saturation dial. If I hold it down again, I'll have an RGB light where I can actually come in and dial in individual components of my RGB. Maybe I don't wanna have any, blue in there. I don't wanna make this baby a lot red. I can dial it in that way and really do it. So you can see you have a lot of flexibility in there. If I dial it in one more time, I'll have my basic settings for my police, for my effects. And this has a standard range of XF. It's got police, ambulance, fire truck, fast RGB, which cycles through. It's got slow RGB, SOS, which I guess you need for some reason, candlelight, which is actually really handy. I really do like that one. Lightning one, and it's got a lightning 2. And then back, and then a cinema light, which is also mixed TV and cinema stuff. Now, this is a surprisingly powerful little light. Like you can see when I put this thing up there, it is absolutely powerful. There is no doubt you'll be able to use this as a vlogging light in bright daylight if you put it on top of a vlogging camera. Very, very powerful light there that you can see. And you can really see too, when I put the diffuser on there, you can see the difference in how it kind of softens up. But you can see that difference between the diffuser. It adds a nice diffused look to it, which is actually pretty nice for something a light this small. All right, now I do want to talk about the magnet on here because it is actually one of my favorite things about this light is the flexibility that it gives you. And, I'll state right off the bat, this is not as powerful as the Aperture MC magnet, which is just the most insane magnet I've ever seen. But it is more than good enough for everything I've been trying to use it for the last 2 weeks. And really what that comes down to is these little metal plates that come with the light. And what I love about it is that I can take some gaff tape, I can put these up, and pretty much with some gaff tape and 2 of these magnets, I can put this light literally anywhere I've ever thought about putting a light. Ceilings, walls, inside cars, you name it, I can put it up. It is such a nice thing to have, and it goes so fast. I would definitely say this is probably one of the most flexible lights I've ever had because of that, and I just found myself using it all the time as it comes along. Now the price is another awesome thing. The fact that I can get this thing for $57 versus $90 from Aperture MC means that I can get much more of these. And really one of the key things to these kind of lights I've always felt is it's not just about having one light. These actually work better as a group of lighting because you'll end up doing different accents and different things in different area, and having multiple lights is just really, really powerful way for this to work. Now, another thing I want to talk about is the Liber Link app, which is actually a really, really good little app that you can control multiple lights at once, and it's really intuitive to look at. Now, if you look here, I basically can open up the app, and as you see here, if I pull it up, all I have to do is come on, and you can see I can instantly change my lights. And what's also great about this app is it can control more than one light at a time. So you can set a whole room of lights up and control them. So as you can see here, I can set my lights up like this. I can go and change them all together. It doesn't matter what light I can do. If I want to do color temperature, I can easily do that as well. 5600 to 3200, really, really helpful. There's also gels. You can do gels on there if you want. Not only can I get it in the color temperature, but let's say I want to come over here and get my effects. I could start my fire engine effect, and as you can see, the fire engine goes off. That means I can put multiple lights in multiple areas. Very, very helpful. And if I want to go back to my RGB, I can, and it's good to go. You can also come in here and you can also dial in the RGB colors individually and simple. And the other thing, let's say I love this color, I can literally save to my collection. If I go to my collection, now you'll see it's saved there as a favorite collection. So as you can see, the app is really, really easy to use, very, very intuitive. And it's really nice to have for lights like these because lights like this usually end up in places that are kind of hard to get to. And it's nice to be able to adjust them like that so easily, especially because you can sync so many of them up and control the overall little accent lighting of a place. So as you can see, this is just a great little video light. And if you are a video content creator, I think having these in your pocket, literally because they fit in your pocket, is just adds so much ability to how you shoot. One of the things I love using these for is for subtlety and subtle accents. So if you look here, I have a light hidden on my scene and I'm just gonna cut it on. And you can see over my shoulder, I have the light there. It's not much, it doesn't call a huge amount of attention to itself, but it does add a really nice little fun kick to the picture. And as you can see, I can control that right here with the app, so it's super easy to get. These things are also great for product imagery. It's actually one of those things when you have a product on a table, you're doing tabletop video and stuff, it's just nice having something you can sweep over, give you a good color range, really easy to control with the light, or just set it up on a stand to get it. If you have smaller stuff, this is great for smaller products. And really as an added bonus, I would say these things are great as a vlogging light on top of a camera. If you're outside in bright light and you need something to fill in those shadows that are coming from the sun, this thing has more than enough kick if you are vlogging this from a distance away that it really works as a great vlogging camera. Now, as you can tell, I really, really did enjoy this light. I mean, the power was great. I love the flexibility of the color. I love the magnets on there that were good enough. And I love the magnetic box. Now, if I had any cons to this, they're really not much. I mean, really the only things I would say you should be aware of are the rubber diffuser is great because it does add a nice diffusion of light. But what I'll say here is it does get a little bit, and it does make access to the controls a little difficult. If you're using the app, that's not a problem at all. And it's really not a problem, you can still do it, but it does get in the way a little bit, just so you know. I wish the magnet was maybe just a little bit stronger, but honestly, I've been using this and attaching it to walls now for 2 weeks, and it's never let me down. So it's honestly probably pretty strong enough. And really, I mean, the only other thing I would say that could be a little better, but this is a tiny little thing. The app is awesome. The only thing as I wish is that when you move the thing, you would see an instantaneous change, but there's a little bit of a delay when you change it. But that's really minor things. I mean, I think for the price, for the power, this is by far probably my favorite accent light I've come across. I would put this hands down on a set with an Aperture MC, no problem. I think those are both great lights. So if you're looking to save some money on an accent light and get a great light that's definitely going to up your set and up how you shoot, I would probably strongly recommend this Liber PIXEL. Just a great little light. And yeah, I had a lot of fun with it. Hopefully you do too. Anyway, guys, I hope that was helpful. Please let me know what you think down below. And yeah, I'll talk to you soon. Go out there, keep on shooting.